So in this video we're going to look at some of the supported data types in SiteVision. We'll also look at the coordinate system information and exporting data from TBC. So in SiteVision version 1.1, these are the direct import files which are supported. If you have a file which is in another format, then it may be supporting TBC, where you can also run the export for SiteVision. So if I'm just going to pick apart some of these formats, if I first look at the Trimble formats in yellow. So first I have the VC file, which is your TBC file. Obviously all data formats, points, line style, surfaces supported from that. It's also a georeference file. So it will contain the supporting coordinate system information. We also have a VCL file, which is information that's collected either in the Trimble SiteWorks or FWorks. They support all data types and are also one of the free files which are created when we run the SiteVision exporter. Next we have the Trimble terrain model files, TTMs. When displays, these will show your colours defined by your surface when you generate the surface. We can also create an image overlay. So in TBC we can export an image, for example of a cut fill, as a PNG, and with our supporting georeferencing information in PGW file format, this can then be used in SiteVision to drape the image over the model. Likewise, we can create an image from a PDF in TBC and we could drape this over the TTM as well. Next we have TMap files from Trimble Maps, and we also support SketchUp models. TRB files is another one of the files created during the SiteVision export. This contains the model which has been optimised for high-speed visualisation in SiteVision. In blue, two open industry formats, LandXML and IFC files. So with LandXML, these can be used to display survey data, surfaces, which require, so for the surfaces, these require to be exported via TBC. If you want to visualize fully rendered models of 3D pipework from TBC, then this should also be exported as an XML file. We can support versions 2, 3 and 4 of IFC. In version 4, IFC files actually can contain coordinate system information. However, at this current moment in time, it's not supported by SiteVision, so it will still require a site calibration file. So SiteVision can also use shapefiles. These must be zipped before uploading to the Trimble Connect map viewer. This must contain your files with extensions SHP, SHX, DBF and PRJ. This format will already contain the coordinate system information, so you don't require a site calibration file. This is also true for Esri software files, geodatabase, GDB. Those are also supported and won't require a site calibration. Lastly, DWG files from Autodesk. If it's DXS that you have, you can upload these to TBC and use the SiteVision exporter. So we briefly touched on it, but site calibration files, these are important if you would like to have your data automatically positioned in the field. We require the site calibration file to give us the coordinate system information. So for the VC files, or Shape, or Esri products, GDB, because they've came from a georeferenced software package, they already have the coordinate system information attached to them, so they don't require a site calibration file. If we do require a site calibration file, we can support three formats. There's a .cal, JXL or a DC file. Two ways you can get your site calibration file. You can either export it from a Trimble field controller if you've done one in the field, if it came from machine for machine control, or alternatively we can export it from TBC, which I'll now go on to demonstrate. So if we open a blank TBC project, we can then navigate to the project settings, and if we look under the tab for coordinate systems, you you can see the summary of the coordinate systems we currently have selected for this project. If we want to change them, we can select that at the bottom. We can go to the coordinate system zones, where there will be a list of the various different countries for coordinate systems supported in TBC. Selecting the United Kingdom here, you can see we have some different transformations. We can define the transformation and then also define the geoid model for that transformation. If we select that, and that's the coordinate system now set for this project. So you will now see in the bottom right that this project is set for West National Grid. If we go to the export, and under the survey tab, you'll see there's an export option there for job XML. Now we don't need to select any data for this, it will just export the project information. On the right you'll see the tab there, you can set the file location, and we'll name the file. Now it's important when you're naming the file that this matches the file name of your data that you'll be using for SiteVision. Select a file name and then we select export. In addition to having the correct file type and site calibration, we also require our files to follow a convention so they are read correctly in SiteVision. So firstly, a general rule for SiteVision is that each model we create will have all corresponding files named the same, as we can see in these examples. So if we look at the DXF example, this would just be a DXF file we've taken into TBC and we've ran through SiteVision export. We have 3 files named the same. We have the VCL, the .cal and the .trb. If we have a drainage model or utility model, which we have created features and attributes to be used alongside a rules file in order that we want to visualize that data with 3D modeling, we can simply just use the VCE file in which we created it direct from TBC alongside the rules file. Now we don't need to rename the rules file, it can remain the same. In one of my later videos I'll go on to demonstrate how we can use rule files with the Trimble Visualization Manager. Another example here is IFC, so it's just an IFC file in the JXL. Surfacing, if we're going to be using just the terrain model, we can use a TTM and JXL file. If we would like to use an overlay such as a PDF or a cut fill, we could export the image and use the PNG and PGW files. Shape files, we can use 2D and 3D files. 2D files will be placed 1.5 meters below the SiteVision unit. The shape files extensions, there's 4 extensions there and they must be zipped together in a .zip format. Just to finish things up, one of the items we touched upon earlier was the SiteVision exporter. So this has been available in TBC from version 5.1 onwards. In version 5.1 it's an add-on and it comes as standard as version 5.2. To find the SiteVision exporter, if we go to the export tab, if we go to construction, and towards the bottom here you'll see an option for the SiteVision AR exporter. So I have a basic line work drawing here. Just going to put a window around that to select all. It will then ask you for a file name here. To the right of this, the box with the 3 dots, you can select where you want to save it, or alternatively give it a file name. And it's as simple as that, the file will export. That will produce a .vcl, .cal for your coordinate system information, and a .trb.